Hi, I'm Courtney Foster-Donahue, host of The Courtney Show, and in today's episode, we're going to introduce a brand new segment, Course Talk. That's right. If you are wanting to scale your business by creating and launching online courses, then this episode is for you. So, online courses are awesome. Sharing your skills, your strategies, and your systems with those who need them the most? Absolutely. No longer swapping hours for dollars? Yes. But the journey to course creation can be a bumpy one. And one of my goals is to make that as smooth as possible for you. I do so by working with business owners in 3 ways. Inside my program, The Course, which is what it sounds like, inside my small group coaching program, Launchpad, and also in my free group, which I have linked up in the caption of this video. Now, with a lot of my videos, I tell you what to do because I am bossy that way. But in today's video, I want to tell you what not to do. Namely, what not to do when you are creating a successful and profitable online course. It all boils down to 4 big mistakes. But before I walk through those mistakes and how to avoid them, comment below and let me know where you are in your course creation journey. Are you just getting started? Do you barely have an idea? Maybe you've already created a successful and profitable online course and you're just watching this video to funnel hack me. Either way, let me know in the comments below. We're just gonna do it.
That was amazing.
I don't remember what the real line is. Oh, it's a nicer thing. I think I'm just gonna stick with funnel hacking.
I thought it was funny.
And of course, if you've not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, what are you even waiting for? Just hit the subscribe button somewhere and hit the bell as well so you can get notified when we release new videos. Hey. Now, let's talk about those 4 mistakes and how to avoid them. Mistake number 1, using the excuse that someone else out there has already created a course just like yours. Is that mistake number 1? Okay, good.
Yeah, it is. Nope.
I see this concern a lot, but spoiler alert, of course they have. It is totally possible, even likely, that someone else out there has created a course like yours. The good news, this proves there's already a market for it. And I'll take it one step further. I believe that competition is confirmation. It shows there's a market for it. Your idea has been validated. This is good. We can work with that. But maybe you're still thinking, well, why would someone buy my course when someone else out there has already gone before me and created a similar course? Because while the course topic might be the same, the teacher teaching on that topic is different. That teacher is a unique individual with a unique combination of talents, skills, experiences, and perspectives. Someone might be similar to you and teaching on a similar topic, but no one else is you. No one else is your exact combination of you. You are the only you in all of the world. So your perspective on whatever topic you want to teach on is needed. Some people resonate more with you than with others, and that's okay. And some will resonate more with others than you, and that's okay too. But don't let your fear that someone else out there has already created a course on the same thing you want to create a course on stop you from actually creating your course. So don't keep that course to yourself, no matter how saturated you think your market is, because remember, competition is actually confirmation. Now, mistake number 2. Assuming you need an established audience before you create and sell an online course. This is a huge misconception, and it causes a lot of brilliant people to sit on their brilliant ideas and never share those with the world. So if that's you, stop it. Don't do that anymore. Okay? Listen. I don't even know where that was going. Stop it. If you are waiting for your audience to be a certain size before you create and sell your course, you're wasting your time. There is no magical number you need to be able to create and sell an online course. In fact, with what I teach my students inside the course, you don't really need an audience at all. Now, of course, you need an audience, you need customers for your course to actually make money, but with what I teach, you can simultaneously grow your wait list while promoting your course. And if that sounds mystical and mysterious, then you definitely need to check out my program, The Course. Inside that program, we teach you how to do everything when it comes to creating and launching a course, from idea validation to creation to promoting, marketing, and selling your course. All the things. But above all, you don't necessarily need an audience of a certain size. You need a strategy, and you need to take action. Course creation mistake number 3. Getting stuck in analysis paralysis. What I mean by that is letting all of the decisions that you have to make when it comes to creating and selling an online course get in the way of you actually creating and selling an online course. And look, I get it. There are a lot of decisions that have to be made. Decisions like instant access or limited access, external platform or a self-hosted platform. And do you want to have PDFs, workbooks, worksheets, cheat sheets, checklists? And what about payment processors, payment policies, payment tiers, refund policies?
And should you divide them into modules, units, chapters, lessons? And should your course be 1 module, 2 module, 3 modules, 4 modules, 5 modules, 6 modules, 7 modules, 8 modules, 9 modules? And do you need bonuses? How many bonuses do you need? Do you even need bonuses? What are bonuses for?
There are a lot of decisions to make, as you can see, when it comes to creating and selling an online course. But the important thing to remember here is that no course-related decision is permanent. You can always change your content and update it later. You can always switch course platforms later. You can go refilm the entire thing later. But the idea is to get yourself out of your head and get your course into the world, to get unstuck, to get out of analysis paralysis. Why? Because your students need you. So I like to tell my students that they need to just chill and choose. Hashtag chill and choose. And if I had it my way, you would make all of your course-related decisions in just an hour or two. You would make some decisions and then move on. Because again, no course-related decision is permanent. Beta now, better later. Hashtag beta now, better later. Now, let's talk about course creation mistake number 4. Of course, there are more mistakes than just 4 that I see course creators making, but hey, this video is getting long, the battery's dying, it's lunchtime. And when I talk to struggling course creators, emphasis on the struggling part, what I often uncover is that they skipped a few steps in the course creation process, namely the validation step. And when you skip steps and go out of order, that means wasted time and energy and money. Now, I have a proven 6-step system for creating and launching a profitable online course, the same ones that my students use in my program, the same one that I have used to generate over $1 million in online course sales. And if you want all 6 steps of that system, head over to freecourseclass.com. But before I wrap this up, I want to talk a bit more about one of those earlier steps, and that is validating your course idea. Now, validating a course idea is so important because you don't want to go through all of the trouble of creating an online course only to find out that no one really wants it or needs it. After all, creating a course is a big undertaking. It requires time and energy and sometimes even money, all things that we don't want to waste, thus why we validate. No, not like validating your parking. You still have to pay for your parking. You still have to do that. We will not do that for you. Now, you may feel that you have your finger on the pulse of your audience's needs, and maybe you do. You might know exactly what they need. Or you might not, and you wouldn't know if you didn't first take the time to validate your idea. Validating means actually going out there and having conversations with people, talking about and around your course idea. No, not data mining someone else's Facebook group, not asking a bunch of yes or no binary questions. When it comes to course validation, we say boo to binary. We want to ask open-ended questions. So, not would you be interested in a course on unicorn husbandry? Because a question like that is only going to get a yes or a no or a maybe. And those answers aren't truly helpful. That's not the data you need to validate that course on unicorn husbandry. But my answer is yes. If you are out there creating a course on unicorn husbandry, I am here for it. I am ready. I'm your first. So you want to ask open-ended questions. You want to have real conversations with real people and actually hear their voice. We can't edit as easily when we are talking as when we are typing. So when you have conversations with people and listen to them, you can hear the emotion in their voice and really get to the truth of whether your course is needed or not. Yes, introverts, I'm talking to you too. I get you. I'm one of you. You also need to validate your course idea this way too and talk to real people. It won't be the worst thing you ever do. Promise. The added bonus is when you validate this way by having real conversations with people, a lot of your sales copy is written for you, meaning that the words that you use in your marketing messaging, your emails, your social media posts, your ads, your sales pages, anything you do, any words that you type to sell and promote your course can come directly from these validation conversations. When people are sharing with you their needs, their wants, their pain points around your course topic, you can take those exact words and turn them around to resonate with your potential customers. So we validate first, and for a lot of good reasons. Then you outline your course, you promote it, you sell it, and then finally you create it. And yes, you create it after you sell it. And this is good both for you as a business, but also for your students and the actual course itself. And if that made you raise an eyebrow and you're crossing your arms suspiciously and you're wondering how on earth would you sell your course before you actually create it, then I definitely need you at my next free class. Just head over to freecourseclass.com and save your seat today. So that's it for today. Those are the 4 main mistakes I see course creators making. But to recap, mistake number 1, assuming that someone else out there has created a course just like yours, so you shouldn't bother creating it. Spoiler alert, of course they have. But this is good news. That means there's a market for it. And like I said before, competition is confirmation. Nailed it. Mistake number 2, assuming you need an established audience before you can create and sell a course. I mean, you do, but there is no magic number. And the good news is that you can simultaneously grow your waitlist while promoting and selling your course. Mistake number 3, getting stuck in analysis paralysis with all of the course-related decisions. Listen, if you are all about that squirrel life, then cut it out. Okay, but seriously, no course-related decision is permanent, so just chill and choose. Remember, beta now, better later. Hey! And finally, mistake number 4, going out of order, skipping steps, and not first validating your course idea. Okay, now I see that it's 3 mistakes in 1. That's not really, so it's a 4th mistake, but it's 3. So it's like a 3-for-1. Just like in math, there is an order of operations when it comes to creating and launching your online course. So we don't want to skip any steps. We want to start with validation, having real conversations with real people, open-ended questions, and not binary stuff like polls and surveys and data mining someone else's Facebook group. I see you. After all, you don't want to go through all the trouble of creating a course only to find out that no one needs it or wants it. So we validate by talking to people to get to the truth. So now that you know what not to do, you can stop making those mistakes and start taking action. If any of those mistakes were holding you back before, I hope you can set those aside and start moving forward. If you've got a course idea, it's time to get it out of your head and share it with those who need it the most. It's your time. Breathe it in. I mean, I don't not mean that though. Like I do, and
Breathe it in.
it's your time. Breathe it in. If you've got a course idea, then it's time to get that out of your head and into the world where it belongs. It's needed, it matters, and it's time to share that with those who need it the most. And if you want help with that, then be sure to follow the action steps I have listed in the caption of this video. Go watch my free class, go join my free group, and I can't wait to help you. And thanks for watching Course Talk. See you next time. And if that sounds like some weird, mystical, magical idea, trust me, it works, and it works really well. You'll like it. It's good. Okay?
I like that.
Now, you may feel that you have your finger on the needs of, nope. What are you putting your finger on the needs for? That's weird. So, we dalivate first. What does that look like? But before I walk through those 4, nope. After all, we don't want you to create a course only to find out that no one needs it.